What's going on, good people? Come on into the room, be coachable, teachable, and trainable, and post your city and state for catching this live on today. Today's topic is common branding mistakes to avoid. 5 branding mistakes that entrepreneurs must avoid. So these are branding mistakes that can cost you what? Clients and credibility. So if I were you, I would stick and stay and watch me run this place. So today you can learn the 5 pitfalls that entrepreneurs make and how to avoid them on today's live session. I hope to catch you on the other side of this intro. Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton here, reminding you about our new open office hours and our free Brand You community. Join us every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live, actionable lessons on building your brand from scratch. We'll cover everything from tools, strategies, and systems like Canva, Industry Dominator GHL, StreamYard, AI Tech, and more, to include the exact steps to take you from confused to confident about your business and brand. And the best part is, after each and every live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask questions and get personalized answers. Do not miss out. Mark your calendar and subscribe now to our YouTube channels. Join our free community, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up your automation in your MLM company or as an entrepreneur struggling in your brand or business, we not only have the solution, we also have the experts. Yes, this is your sign to join us. Our entire team is live each and every weekday. Cortez is the one and only followpreneur at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, founder of the PLR Profit Society, your brand master at 1 p.m., founder of the Brand You Agency, and you can binge watch Bridget, our automations and AI specialist, at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you know you need to do to get your assets in order, to learn, to lead, and to level up. Come on into the room. Come on into the room. Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton here on today's live, helping you guys to understand the 5 biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs are making. So if you are on TikTok and I see you guys coming into the room, go ahead and tap the screen and share the stream so that those that are connected to you can get this information too. Those of you who are following on Facebook and TikTok and LinkedIn, thank you so much for being a part of this stream. Thank you especially to those of you that are on the CTT squad, the elite CTT branding and coaching clients who work alongside me on this journey. I greatly appreciate you. So again, I'm your brand master, your cash flow queen, and founder of the #1 legal tax hack to hire your kids in your home-based business, so should you choose to do so. Typically, you'll catch me live each and every Wednesday with a Watch Me Work Wednesday, but Tuesday through Friday, I am live here helping you guys to get your assets in order, right? So that you can go from being stuck and struggling maybe inside of a company brand to gaining impact and influence inside of your own personal brand so that you can actually attract people to you that need what it is that you have to offer. So on today's live, we're discussing the 5 branding mistakes that most entrepreneurs are making. And guys, I want to help you avoid these mistakes. So I'm going to pull up my notes and I'm going to, make sure that I follow this plan to help you understand, yes, consistency matters. Yes, you can overwhelm your audience when you tell them too much. But the #1 mistake that drives your clients away, that is what you need to grab your pen and your pad for. That is what you need to tap the screen and share the screen for, so people can see this information and they can stop making these mistakes in their brand. So come on into the Financial Freedom Friday stream. I see you guys. Hey there, Tina. So good to see you, Al. Thank you so much, Apple. Thank you, Dr. Regina and Wealth God's Way out of Brooklyn, New York. I appreciate you all the time for educating me and helping me understand how to get this TikTok thing on and popping. I'm going to do the best that I can. Hey there, Allie and James and Andriana. I hope I pronounced that right. Hey, Ginger. So good to see all of you. So let me jump right into this information as to not consume too much of your Freestyle Friday, to not consume too much of your Financial Freedom Fighters Friday, so you can get this information. So yes, consistency matters. Lack of branding consistency across platforms. That is the number one mistake that businesses and brands are making inside of their business, right? They have a lack of consistency across multiple platforms. Why does consistency matter in branding? Inconsistent brands confuse people, right? And erodes your trust, like the trust that they have in you, them following you, them understanding your information, them, jumping on each live, them showing up to your webinars, them coming to your Zoom meetings. When you're inconsistent, you really are disconnecting from them. You're causing confusion. You're becoming unprofessional, right? You're diminishing your trust. Your brand recognition is all over the place. So that is the number one mistake that they're making, right? Also, if you don't have your logo in place on everything, if you don't have your colors, your messaging, oh my goodness, it needs to match on your website, your social media, and your print materials. It needs to be on everything. If you guys have never had the opportunity, jot this down: cheatsheet.martinabrityelverton.com. If you are available to go over to the branding platform that I have available for you on side of YouTube, you can go to spb.martinabrityelverton.com. That will give you a YouTube video breakdown, a small mini class breakdown with cheatsheet.martinabrityelverton.com. It'll give you the printable cheat sheet so that you can follow along on that mini class and you can understand branding. Why? Because it is the most important step that you can do to have people see a consistent, thriving, connected, right, piece of content, piece of real estate on the internet. They can see you consistently delivering a message that they know that they need. Why? Because you've made it apparent that they need it, right? And they can show up and they can learn and they can understand and they can glean your value. And that may, in all likelihood, convert them over to becoming a consistent client. All right. So that consistency will reinforce that trust and your professionalism, right? Keep your messaging simple and clear. Don't overwhelm with a bunch of jargon they don't understand. Don't overwhelm with a bunch of visuals that make it so that they are looking at everything and they're not listening to your message, right? That can really confuse them. Focus on one core messaging, on one campaign, and on, if you can, one platform, right? So right now, even though I'm on TikTok, I'm asking you guys to join me on YouTube. Even though my message is streaming on LinkedIn and Facebook, I'm asking you guys to subscribe to YouTube. Why? Because not only there do you get the content, you can hear the content, you can see the content, you can subscribe, you can select the bell to get alerts, you can get the notifications, and you can become a part of the stream. I can see your comments, over on the left-hand side of my screen here. I can see and I can engage with you guys in real time. I can't always do that on TikTok. I don't see everything right away in real time in Facebook. YouTube, I do. And that is the one platform that I choose to focus on. Why? Because Google owns it and Google is the biggest platform out here. Hope y'all got that note. But again, the number one mistake that will drive clients away is your misalignment in your messaging, your unprofessional visuals that you will begin to actually create distrust and disinterest if it's all over the place. Okay. So please jot that down. The number one mistake is in your inconsistency. All right. The number two mistake that you guys may be making and that you need to avoid is overcomplicating your message again and confusing your audience. Simplify your language and prioritize your clarity over confusion. So if I were to take an opportunity here to share here on the screen, let's see if I can get the screen up and I can pull up a very simple, clean website that I have here, which is for the Dollar Deals membership, right? And it's because 31 days, you get $1 a day to get 31 pieces of content, right? Broken down over time for a simple setup fee of $31 and $99 a month to get your entire system that you can actually build out your brand, right? So currently, if you're a startup and you're struggling, if you're stuck and you have no earthly idea how to get unstuck as an entrepreneur with no brand, you have no social media presence, no leads, no customers or clients, if your answer to yes to any of that is yes to any of that, then you need to get the membership. You need to click and join us inside of the free community. You need to come into the community, be amongst people who may be stuck or struggling as well. and all of you guys can begin to get unstuck. What's going on, Raphael? So good to see you, Byron. Hey, Baldy. I'm telling you guys, this is a clear message. If you don't understand what it is that we offer, I don't know how I could make it any more clear, right? That's my goal. I want you guys to understand a simple message that doesn't confuse you, that's clear, that's clean, so that you guys don't get caught up in over complication, right? The number three mistake that people are making inside of their own brand or business, us entrepreneurs out here not able to get our assets in order, right? We're making the main mistake of ignoring the audience's feedback. If you were to take the time to pay attention to what the audience is saying about what you're delivering to them, not only will you have content for days, right? But you will have an engaged audience that feels that you hear them, right? So I'm going to use an example in just a moment, but I want to make sure that I read the statement. Use feedback to improve your product, services, and messaging. It shows you listen and you care. That's what my note says. So let me show you specifically on the screen here. Let's see if I can get it back up. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm sorry you guys can't see it on TikTok, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak first about a bit of feedback that I got. So we have an amazing AI and automations coach, right? She is the specialist for our system that we use inside of the Family First Designs app. Inside of this app is your entire business, the CRM, the groups, the domain structure and setup and points, your funnels, your websites, everything is inside the system. And now that AI is so prevalent, we also have an automation specialist that shows you how to automate and how to include AI in everything that you do, right? One of the things that's popular right now is Facebook ads. And I have a specific prospect that is interested in using and creating Facebook ads. They are a novice. They are brand new. They have no earthly idea how to do it. Sadly, they don't have their entire brand completely set up and structured properly. However, if you ask me for something, I'm going to give you what it is that I know that you need. However, I am going to say to you, it's going to be a bit of a struggle for you because you're making one of the biggest mistakes. Your messaging isn't clear yet. You don't have your brand. You haven't gone through the nine core areas of your brand yet. This is not in order right here. These 9 core visualization models are not in order. You don't have your I help statement just yet. You don't have your power bio. You don't have your mission, your goals, your purpose, your vision, your core values. All of that is not done yet, but you're adamant you want to learn about Facebook ads. No problem. Here you go. Here is the tool that we use. Here is the AI and automation specialist that can teach you from A to Z everything you need to know about Facebook ads and the AI and automation of it, and the software is included, right? I said, here you go. The first feedback that was given was, whoa, I don't know what to do first. I received access to the community. I received access to the playlist. I can look at the Zoom Q&A, but with regards to the system that I want to use first, I don't know what to do first. I don't know. Right. Okay, cool. No problem. So on that feedback, what did we immediately go and do? We immediately went and created a Watch Me Work Wednesday that will air Wednesday, although I went ahead and purposely walked the individual through what to do. But on this Watch Me Work Wednesday, the first thing I did was say how to access your getting started options inside of the MVA tool system. Why did I say that? Because I know that instantly when you go to the tool, let's see if I have this tool up that I can show you. I know when I instantly come here to the tool that in my end of it, that I see a getting started option over here. I see that in my tool. All right. But I'm a reseller for the tool. So I'm thinking maybe their system looks a little bit different. So one of the first things I do, and not, ensuring that I want to make sure that I ensure that their system looks like I need for it to look, I go and access my free option for that. And I say, let me go and check something on my end to make sure. Once again, in the free entry level option, when I pulled it up, first thing it says over here is home. Got it. This is the community for what it is. Then I look to make sure, does this look right for my client? Yes, this is what they see. All right, what they're looking at is their tool over here. All right, this is the playlist for everything that they can do inside of their tools. All right, I understand that what I'm looking at, yep, this all looks accurate and correct, but they did not see where to get started first. So I created the video. Go up here, go to your courses, right? Because what you got was a course. When you get to the course area, yes, these are all the courses that I have, but what you paid for was the AI. So let's go find the AI option for you. Here is the overview. Here is the actual information about the coach, the leads, the overview, the social attachment. I see how they could get confused. So in hearing their feedback, I instantly said, I need to go and create for them a tutorial to walk them through so that they can understand, here is everything for how to run the ads. They didn't see that. Right? And so even though I knew where to find it by going into the system and hitting getting started and watching it, they didn't know. So that gave me the opportunity to go and create a video, some content to be able to say to them, here is where I showcase how to access your getting started option within the MBA tools for my collaborative partner and expert, Britt Bartlett, the AI specialist. Okay. Why? Because I heard what they needed and I provided a solution. Okay. So again, in your notes, another, not the number one, but another mistake, which was number 3, is ignoring your audience's feedback. Right? When you're available to deliver this to them, now they feel you listen and you care. All right. The number 4 mistake is not having a clear call to action. Okay. So when you provide a clear call to action, there's no lost in the sauce. You know exactly what it is that you need to do. I brought up the screen earlier, and in that screen it said, if you have none of these and your answer is yes, click here. Clear call to action. Okay. Let's see if I can grab another client site for you guys to look at and see and understand a clear call to action. Let's see if I can get this back on the screen. Here we are. So satisfied clients within the brand master coaching client. One of the clients that I'll bring up today, let's use MBO Inc. of North Carolina. Here on the screen, I have their website at mbonorthcarolinainc.com. When you come to this website, the first thing that you see is a beautiful logo across the top, and it says, we take time to understand your need. Learn more. When you click that learn more tab, that was your clear call to action. You didn't have any questions when you got to this page. When you were on the home page, let's see if I can get it to go back to the home page. We take time to understand your need. That's the first thing that you see. Underneath it, it tells you our main objective is to, and the clear call to action to learn more. You click the button. Now you're able to learn more. When they were established, what it is that their core value is, the quality of service, what their quality control programs are. Clear messaging on a clean website. And if you want to learn more about the services, click the button about our quality services. Then they explain to you the quality of service. Again, one of the mistakes that are being made in business for entrepreneurs is they don't have a clear call to action, right? You want to make sure that every touch point, whether it's email, social posts, website, clearly tell the audience what to do next. That is the number 4 mistake that people are making. They are not telling the audience what's next. What's next after we finish this live training is to join us inside of the private Zoom community at learnleadandlevelup.com. You go there, you register for your own membership, you click on the events tab, and then you sign up for today's session where you can come into the private Zoom room and ask your questions about branding, business, about today's topic. The 5 mistakes. Okay. So the 5th thing that people in this business, in this branding realm are focusing on is they are focusing on, and this is a mistake, trends instead of your core value. What would be the purpose of determining what your core value is if you are not going to focus on it and serve the people who need it, like at your highest level, right? When you take time to focus on a trend that comes and goes, then basically you're asking for your business focus for your clientele to come and go as well. You literally need to be focused on value-based brands so that it will build lasting loyalty, not the trend that's going to come and go. You want to make sure that you're staying focused on why you're here to serve. Your gift will make room for you if you just make room for your gift. Okay? I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Your gift will make room for you if you focus on making room for it. All right. I'm here in these internet streets. I'm here to serve you guys, to help you guys understand what it is that you need to do on a daily basis to get your content out into these internet streets, to help people understand why you're here, what you're here to serve with, what your core value, mission, vision, reason, purpose for being here is, right? And people need to know that so they can determine whether or not they want to continue to know you, like you, trust you, do business with you, refer you, right? None of that is going to happen if you are not primed and positioned and focused on that gift, that pain point that one client has, serving that one client with your message. Yes, many will come, many will see it, but if you're focused on serving that one client to their highest value, their highest pain point, their highest need, others will see that as well. So, of course, I want to ask the engaging question of which of these mistakes have you caught yourself making, right? And what did you do to fix it? Like, were you also overcomplicating your message? That's number 2. Were you inconsistent in your branding? That was number 1. Were you ignoring your audience or your client's feedback? That's number 3. Were you all over the place and didn't have a clear call to action? That's number 4. Or were you focusing too much on a trend? That's number 5. And we get caught up in that. We get caught up in the IG, the TikTok, the Snapchat, the different things that are out here right now, and we lose our focus. However, if you're going to determine, I'm going to get on the TikTok bandwagon, then you need to make sure that when you hop on the TikTok bandwagon, number 1, make sure it follows your brand. Make sure it makes sense for what you're doing, right? Make sure that the reason you're bringing that before your audience makes sense for your audience. Because if it doesn't make sense for your audience, you're going to lose people. And that's not the point to being in business. We're here to make money. We're here to make impact, right? All right. So I'll ask again, which of the following mistakes did you get yourself caught up in? Was it number 1, being inconsistent? Number 2, overcomplicating your message? Number 3, ignoring the audience's feedback? Number 4, not having a clear call to action? Or number 5, where you're focusing on a trend versus focusing and doubling down on your brand's core values. Okay. So this was a short one for today. We're Freestyle Friday in it. I don't want you guys to be out here, online just watching this and not actually doing the things that you need to do inside of your brand. I'd like for you to join us over at learnleadandlevelup.com. Go ahead and register to become a part of the community, to get around some other like-minded people who have the same, base of core value, the same foundation that you have, so that you can actually grow your brand. These are 5 of the biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs are making inside of their business. I hope you were able to glean from one of these 5 that you may potentially, have going on inside of your business as well. I hope that you would join us on next week. Next week's topic, starting on Tuesday, is how to create the mission and vision for your brand, how to design a logo. Let's see if I can get those pulled up on the screen so you guys can see them as I go through this to make sure I'm telling you all the right way. All right. So again, on next Tuesday, we're going to be talking about how to create a mission and vision, right, for your vision. We're also for your business and your brand. We're also going to be discussing how to design a logo, right, and a tagline that stand out, right? We're also going to discuss how to select the colors and the fonts that speak to your brand. We're going to be discussing creating a brand voice for your audience that they'll recognize, that they'll love, right? And if you get an opportunity on next week, you will be able to go in and glean and see how you're able to respond to your audience and the feedback they give you on Watch Me Work Wednesday on how to access your getting started options inside of the MBA tool. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's lessons. I hope it makes sense for you. I hope you'll join us inside of the Learn, Lead, and Level Up community so that you can get some of those branding questions or pain points that you have. You'll get the answers to those. What's going on, T Money? So good to see you. Hey, Debbie. I apologize if I'm ignoring you guys here on TikTok. Y'all know my brand is YouTube. Come on over in YouTube and join me. And I hope to see and catch you guys here on the Learn, Lead, and Level Up.com community so that you can get your assets in order and go from being stuck and struggling inside a business or a company brand to gaining impact and influence inside of your own personal brand. Join us over in the live community. Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina, Britt, Yelverton here, reminding you about our new open office hours and our free Brand You community. Join us every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live, actionable lessons on building your brand from scratch. We'll cover everything from tools, strategies, and systems like Canva, Industry Dominator GHL, StreamYard, AI Tech, and more, to include the exact steps to take you from confused to confident about your business and brand. And the best part is, after each and every live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask questions and get personalized answers. Do not miss out. Mark your calendar and subscribe now to our YouTube channels. Join our free community, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up your automation in your MLM company or as an entrepreneur struggling in your brand or business, we not only have the solution, we also have the experts. Yes, this is your sign to join us. Our entire team is live each and every weekday. Cortez is the one and only founderpreneur at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, founder of the PLR Profit Society, your brand master at 1 p.m., founder of the Brand You Agency, and you can binge watch Bridget, our automations and AI specialist, at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you know you need to do to get your assets in order, to learn, to lead, and to level up.